That's why.
Yeah. What's really going on, my people, my people, my people? We up in here. Today is a day we just gonna hang around and talk and everything about the donations for the unfortunate, so we can get that in and get that taken care of and go out and take care of our business. You know what I'm talking about, and just basically just show a lot of love. You know, in the community, your community, my community. You know, even if you just out and about, you want to just stop by. You see what I'm saying? And you know that we out in the streets. Just come on by, hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? Pour up some chili. You know, hand out a bottle of water. You know, give some cornbread out, some crackers out. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, as always, you can email me at Gavin at Vino Entertainment TV at gmail.com. You know, if you want to have anything that you need to tell me or something that I might even know about that I don't know about. You can also cash app. We need $6 for donation for the chili and cornbread, and you can cash app that to capital V as in Victor, and that's Vino Entertainment TV. And also we are on Facebook as Vino Entertainment TV. Men and Women Group of Domestic Violence. I'm also on Instagram, Vino Entertainment TV. I am also on TikTok, Vino Entertainment TV. And I am also on Zoom, Vino Entertainment TV. So, hey, I'm telling you, I am out there in those streets. You know what I'm talking about? And I like being out there in the community because I am a person that loves people. I'm a people person. I'm easy to get along with, and I do what? I never meet a stranger. So what's been really going on? What's been going on in the streets? I haven't been watching lately. I just been maintaining in the house, just inhaling, exhaling, woosah, to myself and everything, But I just been in the house, just taking care of me, showing me some love, showing my body some love. That's right, my body some love. She said, show her body some love. Yeah, showing my body some love, loving my body, loving myself as a person, as a woman, you know what I'm saying, as a queen. Let me just put that out there. Most definitely. So, people are still buying the applesauce. Again, why people are still buying the applesauce? I don't know why people are still buying it, but they're still buying it. And kids are still getting sick, and I talk about it. I'm talking about, I talk about it. And right now, they got, where they're talking about the applesauce again. They said that somebody may have contaminated the applesauce. So someone is intentionally messing with the products. Somebody is intentionally messing with the products, and they know that these are products that small kids are, intaking. These are products that small kids are, the parents is buying for the small kids. So why would anyone want to intentionally contaminate the applesauce? You know, um, I see this applesauce all the time in the stores, all the time, you know. And I don't know, people is not reading what's going on with this applesauce, but hey, this applesauce is contaminated with lots of lead, lots of it. And I'm telling you, and people, y'all have to be mindful and stop when they tell you quit giving things to your kids, or stop taking things or have a recall and stuff. You got to be mindful and take that stuff back. Throw that stuff away. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have enough of it to take back, you know what I'm saying? But throw it away. But we don't want to hurt our babies again. They're saying that someone is intentionally contaminating the applesauce with all of this high lead level of lead. You know, um, I don't know. But stop giving your kids this applesauce. Stop giving it to them. Those are your babies, right? And we don't want to hurt our babies. We do not want to hurt our kids. You know, the one most important thing to us is our kids. And then babies at that age, and they give it to kids like that. They buy it, or they purchasing, the mothers are purchasing it for kids at their age that use their applesauce. So we got to be mindful what we give and how we, saying, um, and how we distribute things out to our children. Yeah, we got to. Let me do this right here. Yeah, we got to. But anyway, so you know, California have a lot of benefits that we don't have here in Texas. Which I understand. It's probably more people in California than it is in Texas, but we probably just close to, probably back to back, probably near the population. I'm not for sure, but I know it's a lot of people there in California. But in California, they gave it was a $750 a month was given to homeless people in California. What they reported spending it on is more evidence that universal basic income works. They're saying people bought all kind of stuff with this, with the $750 a month. And I didn't know they was giving the homeless people $750 a month in California. They're not giving our people here in Texas $750 a month. If they ever give our people here in Texas $750 a month to each homeless person, my people around here be good. They'd be good, you hear me? If my people, they gave my people $750 a month to the homeless people, and what they do in California a month. Do you know my people be good here in Texas, baby? Baby. Look here. A lot of them, because a lot of them don't have income coming in. Lots of them. You think they have like checks. I used to be like, dang, they out here on the streets. I know, didn't they just get their check? But all of them don't get checks. Again, everybody do not get checks at all. They all don't get checks, period. They don't get checks. So, you know, if they did get a $750 check a month, baby, my peaks be good. They say good in the hood, they be good in the hood. I'm telling you. They said the School of Social Work also found that those receiving the $750 stipend report spending the highest share of 36.6% on food in their first 6 months. So they did buy food, right? They spent money, you know, on food. But participants on average reported spending nearly 20% on housing, 12.7% on transportation, 11.5% on clothing, 6.2% on health care, all right now, and 13% on other expenses that were not classified. He also told the Times only about 2% of the $750 a month was spent on alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs. The minority of that on cigarettes. Now, again, I said they are homeless people. Them people that buy goddamn me clothes. Again, they buy clothes. They spend it on their housing, on their transportation. And the one thing they're doing the most is their health care. 13.6% on health care. What they tell you? They on their job. They say because we homeless don't mean we don't need things too. We need things too. We're going to show you about spending our money the right way that they have given us. You see what I'm saying? A month. And see, you just never know when someone is always recording what you spend your money on when the government give it to you. When they gave the stimulus check that one time, I think it was around Trump time, they was going, and it's my pandemic time, they was going around trying to see what people were spending their money on, trying to tally up what people spend their money on. And see, and I bet you those people didn't know that they was tallying up what they spend their money on. See what I'm saying? You know, like I said, healthcare, yeah, and they definitely trying to get them somewhere to stay. 20% for them somewhere to stay. Those people don't want to be homeless. Like I always say, don't nobody want to be out there in the streets begging for nothing, selling body parts, thugging and slugging, nigging and nugging and stuff out there in the streets. Nobody do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very important.
Fiery.
Somebody see his trash. Red life, baby. I keep a bad bitch, not a catfish.
What's up, big
ass bitch left her in the past tense. Tatiana, real name Tatiana. Body like Rihanna, but she not Rihanna. I make the pussy wet, she need a Mapiano. When she busts down, make her bust it like a Glockiana. She love it when I eat the Boxiana. Ooh, make her body jerk, legs like Iana. I beat the pussy, then I beat the Blockiana. The bitch, I gotta get back to the Guapiana. She my trap queen, call her Trapiana. And we strappiana, never lackiana. I hit it from the back, she got the fattiana. She can turn a bad day into a happy hour. And she got that coochie oochie wally wally. Hit my shmoney dance, then I catch her body. Me and you and Hennessy, do not try me. I just wanna put my face in that punani. We don't love Heffany, we don't love no thotties. She put my name on it, she my walking ID. Kill the kitty now, she a walking zombie. Make the pussy drip, drip, drip like an ivy. Ooh, Tatiana. Half savage, half prima donna. I don't want the check if I don't see a comma. When I see her pussy, I see the Bahamas. You wanna cry in the Bentley or cry in the Honda? You want the steak and lobster or you want McDonald's? Bitch, make a choice cause it's either either. She said she's sticking with a nigga like Benny Yeah, hey. Paparazzi taking pictures of us. A nigga said she should've ducked quicker, Loriana. Hey, I told her put the hoodie on, I was trying to hide her. Homie tricking on her, I just bought her flowers. Before I buy a bitch, I need to know her mileage. 50K or more, she a Tatiana. Yeah, and every nigga driver. No, that's a nada. We ain't buying Gucci, we ain't buying Prada. Let's get it. Yeah, it's your man. It's red light, baby. Ooh.
Yeah, that's my girl. Y'all, mom, that's my girl. I like old girl. She be jamming. But what's going on, Big O, my brother? What's going on? What's going on with you? Big O. Now, I don't know how many people's homeless in your city and state where you live. But could you just imagine if they gave your city, people in your city, $750 a month, the homeless people $750 a month to live off of? Do you think that the people in your city that's homeless would be good? Because if they gave my people here in Texas $750 a month, if they was homeless, they would be good. I'm telling you, they would be good. And but so, like I was saying earlier, now they thinking that they ain't gonna spend the money right. But see, they didn't know that those people gonna go and do what, spend the money the correct way. Because see, half of those people did housing, they spent their money on housing 20%, and they also spent 13% on health care. They let those people live right there. In transportation, I mean 11%. I mean a lot of people didn't have transportation, but a lot of them had plenty of clothes. 6.2, right? So just imagine the people in your city and state getting $750 a month that's homeless. You see what I'm saying? And those people didn't even know that they was was tallying up what they spend their money on. Yes, they would be good. I know it. That's what I'm talking about. They'll be good. Yes, they'll be good. I'm talking about. Just imagine they do it to everybody. I didn't know California was giving no money out like that for the homeless people. So now I'm wondering, like, now, why all those people out there in them tents then? Why is so much people out there in that tent city? And all those people on I can't think of the name of it, but it's something road. Why all those people on Park Road? Why all those people out there on the homeless, homeless out there in those tents? Now it's just the fact that they ain't got nowhere to stay, but they out there with doing the right thing with their money doing in California. I can say that much for them. And say they didn't even know, they didn't even tallying up what they spend their money on. They didn't even know they paying attention to that. See what I'm talking about? And that make a good thing about it. I'm so glad they were showing what they did with their money and did the right thing, even though they weren't paying no attention and they didn't know it. But they just let the government know right there. Well, we really need that money. Yeah, mental issues. You sure right, mental issues. Yeah. So yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, I'm glad. But I wish they could get the people like in my city in Texas $750 a month. Shit, they be so good. They be around here with shit, brand new clothes. I be shining money. You see the homeless folks been damn beauty shop getting their hair done. They have enough money, you see what I'm saying? And then they get their food stamp benefits too. Put you up out of here. So yeah. So they'll be real good. I wish they would do that for them because there'll be a lot of help. Yeah, Andrews, yeah. I'm surprised nobody was riding around watching what dope house they were going to, see how much drugs they were spending. Was that they weren't tallying that up, but yeah. But I wish they could really give that to the people here where I live at, because they'd be good. They be around here singing. They be singing already. They be really singing. You think they have some new Aretha Franklin and some new Jackson 5 and stuff and some new people like that? Cause yeah, they'll be on their point. They be on point, most definitely. Because they could put that money up and get a place with that 750. Yeah, they can get them a place with 750 a month. They sure good. If they did it right, pay for their bills and pay for 750 a month for that, and then turn around and get them some food stamps and get them a little part-time job, pay their bills. Yeah. Maintain their bills. If they don't got a light bill, they sure could. Get them a government phone. Here with the stuff on government phone. Get them a government phone. Shit, they living. They living life. They be living life big time. Unemployment brother pays that much. Do it. Dang. That's why. And see, unemployment can't handle a lot of people get off and take off work no more like they did during the pandemic. Because if they do, it's gonna put unemployment out of business. Unemployment gonna go under. That's gonna be it for unemployment. It's gonna be done and over with. Sure is. As soon as they have another pandemic come through, like the bad, like the real one, like the one we just had, the real bad one, that means that a lot of people gonna be off from work again, and that means that a lot of people gonna be going file for unemployment, and I don't think unemployment will take that beat down no more like they did during the pandemic the last time, because they gave a lot of bread out for the pandemic. They gave a lot of bread out, so I think they did that. They gonna be in a struggle. They gonna go under. You think the capital at the time about the social, talking about the money that they got, that they earn employment, money for employment to give out, because they're gonna be drained with money, not having no money. The treasury lady, they already be crying about little small stuff, and they going there and trying to do it with unemployment, and the treasury gonna really have a problem because unemployment ain't gonna have enough money in their account, and so they're gonna go to the treasury try to get some money, and that's where the problem gonna come in at with us and with the taxpayers and people, the citizens of the United States, and the people in the cities, in your city and state as well. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Bruh, I want y'all to listen to this shit, bruh. They just found a warehouse underground with 14.2 billion pounds of food in it. Safe, nice to eat food, right? There's enough food down in the underground to feed the world for the next 150 years. But they claim it's a food shortage. This is why I try to tell you, bro. These white folks are trip. But guess what? They're going to find that gold, bro. They're looking for that 365 airplanes of gold that they took out of Nevada. Because that gold belongs to the Indians, not them clear folks. They're going to find that gold. When they find that gold, we're going to get reparation, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Just stay in there, man. I think gold right now is as high as it's ever been. It's like $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Find that airplane of gold, people. And let's go. We're going to get our check, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, stay safe out there. But also, a lot of y'all hit me up and sending me messages. TikTok is blocking y'all messages, man. AK-47, I'm trying to tell you, if you listen to this message, find another way to send me your number, bro. Because TikTok is not letting you send me messages, right? And I try to send you a message and it won't let me send. But anyway, to everybody else, y'all hit me up. Stay in touch. I'm about to drop another jewel on that car later today. Y'all be safe out there. All right, New York. What's up, man? We see they trying to attack you. Y'all stay safe out there. Try to stay warm. Peace.
So they had all the food. They had all the food in the warehouse. Do I believe that? Maybe. They may be. Enough to feed that many people. But maybe. It may be. It may be. It's a possibility they got that much food hiding. I kind of believe they probably do. You know. But why hide it? We already see that the shelves on the stores are really empty. So why you gonna hide food? You see what I'm saying? Underground warehouse. They says a lot of stuff that's here underground that we don't know about. A lot of underground stuff, you know. Um, and I believe that. I believe that it's a lot of underground warehouses. I do believe that there may be some bunkers down underground, but no, I don't know. Because I ain't never been there. I ain't never seen it. I'm just speaking of myself. I'm just speaking. See what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's what I believe. I sure do. I believe that. You know, and if you have that much food down there like that, who is all that food for? You see what I'm saying? Who is all that food for? And that's the food that we need right now in our shelves. Do y'all see how empty our shelves is? Do you see how they trying to put this lab grown meat on us? You see what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part about it. They trying to put this stuff on us. There you go. They trying to make us all this stuff. Hey TT, how you doing? Happy holidays. You know, that's crazy. Can you believe it? A warehouse. I said, I can believe it. You know, but how can that food stay down there though? They said it's been down there for a while. But what is a while? What is a while? Are they still putting food down there? Are they still doing it? You know? I don't know. Like I said, you just never know. You never know. You never know.
Day outside of William Packard Elementary School, where just less than an hour ago a shooting happened. They say our fourth graders was outside playing when a shooting took off. This is a reminder that these after-school shootings and these in-school shootings is not a game. And we're calling on again every black male that has an hour in a week to come out here and walk with us after we do these after-school patrols so that we can make sure that our kids are coming home safe the way we send them to school safe. We gotta get outside.
So, y'all know that, our kids are doing the most. We find a lot of teenagers, not young kids, teenagers, is out there that's showing out. You know what I'm saying? Our parents ain't checking them backpacks. I wonder why. Some parents don't even know if their kids got on when they leave home going to school. Again, some parents do not know if their kids even have on when their kids leave home to go to school. Are you one of the parents that don't open their eyes up to see what your kid got on? Are you one of the kids that go to school every day and you don't even know what they have on? Never just known what they got in their backpacks. And while I say what they got in their backpacks, most kids don't have jobs like that to provide money to buy firearm. They got to be getting it from somewhere. Somebody getting it to them. And when somebody getting it to them, that means that somebody got to do what? Check the kids' surroundings. Check what they got going on with them. They doing something. Something going on. That's all I'm saying. We got to stay on top of our kids more. We got to stay more of a mentor in our kids in our kids' lives at home, parents. And then if our kids ain't got the mentor at home, we need men's out there mentoring young men out there in the street. Like those brothers out there with their clothes all dressed, all nice and neat on, and they coats and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Out there standing up for black kids, African American young women and men's. Why can't we do that here in my state? Why can't we do it there in not only just my state, in your state? You know, in each and every one of our states. Wouldn't that be nice to do? And if it's something like that happen, that mean more like it's more control on firearm violence. It'd be more control on firearm violence. You know, I think that would be good. Titi said that's deep, but I believe that all these conspiracies are starting to add up, and we can see what's going on in the real time. Right, TT? Right. But when we couldn't see it, they were doing a whole lot of conspiracy. But now that we're doing it, now that we can see it, like you said, you know, in real, you can see it all in real time. It's out in the open, you know. But you know, it took a while for it to come out. It did. It did. But at the same time, we were being told about it. We was, you know, and we were being warned. And you know, but at the same time, some of us didn't listen. You know, we okay, we blew it off. But now that it's there, you know, ain't no blowing it off. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? And it's all right in your face. But still, even though it's in your face in real time, we still, some people, I ain't gonna say we, I'm just saying some people still what? Is not able to still want to face the fact that it is what you see. You know? And those are the ones that's ain't gonna be in denial. Those are the ones that's gonna be in denial. And those are the ones gonna be on the last bandwagon and when the gas gonna run out. They're gonna be the one on the last bandwagon when the gas gonna run out. Because there wasn't enough gas to get them on their way because they couldn't even get together. Ain't that crazy? That's all I know. Underground bunkers with massive amount of perishable food supply will still feed the elite, not the middle class, or prove that that's facts. That's right, TT. Hey, Monell, baby, how you doing? You right. Thank you for coming through, baby. You sure right, TT. You sure right. They housing that food. They better stay woke, TT. They better stay woke. What's going on, Monell, baby? How you doing? You doing all right? Much love to you. Much love to you. They better stay woke. Everybody better stay woke. You know, but you know, we waking up now. Now, like Cassandra said, some of us are waking up. We open our eyes, or some of us open our eyes up. Some open their eyes up, you know, but then some is still hadn't came to term yet. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully they'll come to term pretty soon. J stuff. So y'all seen the TDJ stuff? Yes, girl. Can you? Yes, little kids are coming out about TDJ now. Isn't that something? Man, say that stuff is crazy. But you know what? That don't even faze me. And for some reason I believe that. I believe it because he was just too good for good two shoe. You know, I believe that. I sure do. I believe that. Yeah, I believe I can believe that about that. I sure can. But my thing is, you know, everything coming out about everybody now. So at this point, anybody can get it. Mine's one PJ to school because she right here at home with me. I know it's right, TT. I know it's right. Yeah, I'm on there. Yeah, girl. Shoot. Yeah. Baby. I can believe it though. I sure can. I believe that. I can believe that. And I definitely see that. I sure do. I definitely see that. And that's sad. Man, he's like, yeah, but you know they already said they've been telling us about the preachers though. You know what I'm talking about? This preacher thing ain't just not being no. Something we just found out about these preachers. We've been knowing this about these preachers, but we I guess I don't know. We just been we pay them some attention, but we didn't put it out there like they was putting it out there. But I always knew them preachers weren't no good. A lot of them got carried suitcases anyway. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never been no good. That's how I the truth tell them, boy, look at her. Whoo. That's so you just never just let you know you just never know. You just never know. The devil stay busy. The devil always in somebody's head. I mean, the devil is always in somebody's head. Somebody's head, the devil is always in. I'm telling you. Always. So, you know, let's see here. Let me just talk about this right here.
Give them hell. Give them hell.
They steal my minutes up here. I don't care what goes on with that little beat. They steal, these white folks are steal sweetness out of sugar. They stole us from Africa. You're not giving us reparation. We're entitled to that. That's our blood, sweat, and tears in this country made America what she is. Now America is turning on us. We never got our 40 acres and a mule. You know what an Indian giver? That's the white man signing something and giving you nothing.
Well,
They signed the Emancipation Proclamation and promised you 40 acres and a mule, and you're going to get some protection. You have to go right back on the white man plantation as a sharecropper. All these black people in high places, they're not serving us. So the problem is with us and our elected officials. You set your agenda and they do what you tell them to do. Otherwise, you don't need black faces in high places. A black mayor, black aldermen, black commissioners. Look at our community. It's something inherently wrong here. On the plantation, the white man made an end. Figure that out. We got to purge ourselves of Indianism. We all have it in us. So we have to change. We have to change our mindset. It's something wrong here. Or you can go to St. Louis, they got a black mayor there. You go to LA, they got a black mayor, and they got black elected officials, but they're not delivering the bacon, the jobs, goods, and contracts and service to black people. Why not? Because they are sellout, house, traitors to the movement, but they're not representing you. If they was representing you, he had power to break the rules. They break the rules when they want to, and they obey the rules that they want to. They'll steal sweetness out of sugar.
yes, sir.
These people will never give us our reparation. We have to take it by any means necessary. You see what I see, the illegal immigrants are getting it. People from the Ukraine are getting it. What are you blacks getting? Nothing. Nothing from nothing. Leave nothing.
Leaves nothing. Y'all heard what he said? Y'all heard what he said? Reparation. Wouldn't it be nice if we can get our reparation? Man, if we can get that, man, we'd be on top. When I say on top, we'd be on top. All my people. Love y'all, if we could get our reparation, y'all. Wouldn't it be nice? Do you know how on top we will be? Do you know where we will be? Where they will put us as African American people? They would put us in a place that a lot of people would not want us to be. I mean, a lot of people. Dog, I mean, them people have a whole heart attack. They would have a heart attack if we had got the reparation that we were told that we were gonna get, that we were promised to get. Do you know how many people would just be out of their mind? A lot of them will be out of their mind. Do you know that's something that we need? That would put my people in a place where, man, say, that would be the most grateful feeling. Teaching slavery is still legal. It's called the 13th Amendment. Yes, I know slavery is still here. They still trying to put it on a ballot down there in Alabama. They want down there in Alabama. They want the people down there in Alabama be on slavery list so bad. I don't know what's going on. But they want those people down there in Alabama to do some kind of slavery work for them. Like it hadn't been enough already. Like they ain't did enough slavery already within their years. You know, I ain't saying what they doing now. I'm just saying in their year time. You see what I'm saying? And to me, that's crazy. I don't understand that. That's just me. I don't understand it. But they still want us there, and they trying to put us back there, and they trying to keep us there. You see what I'm saying? But they trying, like I said, they trying to get rid of the Black history books and stuff. Don't want that to be nowhere to be around. But then they still try to have slavery in some other cities and states. Yeah, he did. That man went in old school. That old school knew what he was talking about. He knew, and he know what he's talking about. And people in the background, they was clapping their hands for him. They was clapping because they knew what he was saying was right. They knew that it wasn't no lies that he was telling right then. They knew it. That's why they was down with. They knew it. Let's hear that again, TT.
Give them hell.
Give them hell.
They steal my minutes up here. I don't care what goes on with that little beat. They steal. These white folks are still sweetness out of sugar. They stole us from Africa. You're not giving us reparation. We're entitled to that. That's our blood, sweat, and tears in this country made America what she is. Now America is turning on us. We never got our 40 acres and a mule. You know what the Indian giver? That's the white man signing something and giving you nothing.
Well,
they signed the Emancipation Proclamation and promised you 40 acres and a mule, and you're going to get some protection. You have to go right back on the white man plantation as a sharecropper. All these black people in high places, they're not serving us. So the problem is with us and our elected officials. You set your agenda and they do what you tell them to do. Otherwise, you don't need black faces in high places. A black mayor, black aldermen, black commissioners. Look at our community. It's something inherently wrong here. On the plantation, the white man made an end. Figure that out. We got to purge ourselves of Indianism. We all have it in us. So we have to change. We have to change our mindset. It's something wrong here. Or you can go to St. Louis. They got a black mayor there. You go to LA, they got a black mayor and they got black elected officials, but they're not delivering the vacancy, jobs, goods, and contracts and service to black people. Why not? Because they are sellouts, house, traitors to the movement, but they're not representing you. If they was representing you, he had power to break the rules. They break the rules when they want to, and they obey the rules that they want to. They are still sweetness out of sugar.
Yes, sir.
These people will never give us our reparation. We have to take it by any means necessary. You see what I see? The illegal immigrants are getting it. People from the Ukraine are getting it. What are you blacks getting? Nothing. Nothing from nothing. Leave nothing.
That old man right there, I don't know, he's into politics when he was young or whatever, but it sounds like he know a little something. He done been around a long time to know a little something. That man that right there, he knows something. He knows something that a lot of us don't know. And what he just did really just put himself out there. You know what I'm saying? He put himself out there. That's what he did. He put himself out there. You know, and not just put himself out there, but he put himself out there and gave us some knowledge. And the ones who's woke, the ones who paying attention. You know, like I said, I'm paying attention. Are y'all paying attention? Y'all better be paying attention. I know I am. I know I am. I really am. So, but y'all know I'm still doing the donations for the homeless people. You know, like I said earlier, if we could give our homeless people $750 a month for just being a citizen a resident and a citizen of the United States. If we can give my people here in Texas money like that, man, my people be on top. What I want to say, man, you couldn't tell my people nothing, man. Look here, people who ain't homeless probably try to go be homeless just because they giving money out like that. But not only that, but that's a wonderful thing that they are doing that in California, because like I said, California do have a lot of people out there that's homeless and homelessness, you know, out there, and the ones with families, like I said, and then even the ones who don't have family, you know, it's harder on the ones who got family, kids, you know, and husband, wife in the car, and just the wife and kids, and single mom and kids, you know, whichever one it may be, a single father and kids, whichever one it may be, but a lot of people need that money. A lot of people need that money, you know, and I know my people could, like I said, could use it. You see what I'm saying? And I wish they would do that to every city and state. They could get it to that you know that they got that going on where they live at, and that'd be great. They still down there working them fields to lace legal debit and conform to house arrest sanction order throughout the courts to be inside the prison reform. That's the 13th Amendment. Yes, TT. And then pay. Yeah, TT, you right. You right. You know. Just imagine what we would do if we can help out reparation. Oh, Lord. We be on time. We be on point. Well, nobody need nothing. And I believe that it will be a lot of black communities put together. I think they would come together and put those communities together and make them communities work, baby. I believe that they would put them communities together and make them work. I think it would be a lot of communities that would come together and have their own stuff going on in different, you know, little towns and stuff, have their own community like they're trying to do now. But they gave the reparation money to everybody. Yeah, it'd be a lot of black communities. black towns and cities and different states come together, and it takes nothing for them to go and put up a new city, a new little town outside the outskirts of where you live. I mean, it can be all trees today, but then about 3 weeks now, it be all wood. Then they built up a whole little city, a whole brand new city before you know it. On land that may be your land. Who knows? There may be some of your land that they building some stuff on. You don't know, and you'll never know. And I don't think that we'll ever get reparation. I don't think so. I may be wrong, but I don't think that we'll ever get it. That's what I think. But like I said, I may be wrong. We may get it. I may not be here to see it, and it may be gave. It may go down to my grandson. He may be able to see it when he get at his age. You see what I'm saying? But I'm sure I won't. I'm for sure that I won't see it. You know what I'm saying? But because it's gonna be a long time, it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of effort to get done. But we can do it though. We got to take care of business and do it right. It can be done. It can be done. It can. Damn, he said they will steal sweetness out of sugar. TT, he sure did sweetness out of sugar, baby. And that's a whole lot of sugar that you're going to steal the sweetness out of. Woo-wee. That's a hard word, yeah. And that's an old saying. I ain't never in my life heard nobody say steal sweetness out of sugar. That's a new one on me. That's one of old folks. They went way back. They went back to this grandma somewhere, grandmama. They brought that back. Sweetness out of sugar. That's one of them old sayings. That's one of them old words there. I ain't heard that right there in, my goodness, a long time. Yeah. And I know that man know he talking about too. Turn your eyelids up so you can wake up and stay woke. You better stay woke, CT. You better stay woke. That's the whole idea. You got to, get together. Like I said, if we have reparation, do you know how we form our own little cities, black-owned cities like the Black Wall Street? It come back, but we have some more. It be a lot of cities that the same form of the Black Wall Street as they had it going when they had all the money back then, and building their own little towns and having their own ambulance, police department, and hospitals and things like that, and doctors and school teachers, things like that. Do you know how nice it would be to have that of your own color, or have that, own little city and state. You go there, all black people. Where you go is black people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, that's, the white people can't, because the white people are doing it right now. They're doing it right now. They are doing it right now as we speak. I promise you they are. They got a lot. They got a lot of different cities and states. And the ones who ain't never had it before, they got it. They got them. They got them. They coming up with them. They putting them in place. They putting them out there. They putting their cities and states out there. They come up with their own little villages. Shit, Elon Musk just moved down to Austin, Texas, and came up and put his own little city, got his own little city coming up out there in Austin. You know what I'm saying? So shit, why we can't do it? There's nothing saying that we can't do it. Shit, there's nothing saying that we can't do it, because we can do the same thing. But would they want us to do the same thing? Oh shoot, no, they don't want us to do the same thing. Because if we did the same thing, we're gonna be a come up. When we become a come up, that means that we don't need them for nothing. As Papu said, we got a lot of money. We got trees of money among us. We're not poor. We put our money together. I don't know. So, but at the same time, you just never know, you get to always keep hope alive, and and with everything going on with these banks right now, it better start keeping your money at home. You better start listening to me. Leave your money at home. Don't put your money in the bank. The banks need need your money. The banks need your money. I don't know how many of y'all, it's plenty of us, not just like us as caller, but of us as people that try to get loans from the bank, and you got to have money in that bank for a long time. You trying to get your loan, you can't get a loan. If you get a loan, it's gonna be at a high interest rate. It's gonna be at a high interest rate if you did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, most definitely.
Get your shit together before you will not be able to reproduce. Or you're going to keep reproducing these sick-ass children that we got walking around right now, calling themselves demons, sipping on syrup, killing each other, and being dumb as hell, wearing skinny jeans, nuts can't breathe, dick tied up in a knot because they got on skinny jeans. And we're going to keep producing these damn clowns because y'all want to have these sick-ass babies, creating these sick-ass mindsets, and then these sick-ass babies become famous and feed us this dumb-ass music and all these other type of things that's going on, all because we are not what? We're not eating properly. You see that? We're not loving each other properly, and we're not healing our bodies. Let's just keep it real. And I know this hurt, and I'm not taking shots. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Get your shit together. Love yourself. I love you, but it don't work if you don't love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself.
You got to love yourself. Love yourself to make anything work. Jeremiah. All right, then let's go, Big O. You hear Big O? Y'all see it? Yeah, let's go, Big O. Already. Big O said yes. Already, Big O. Jeremiah 10, 1 through 5. That's what it is. All right, now that man said he know the Bible. I know that's right. No matter what you do, you know that you know the Bible. You know something. I know that's right. Most definitely. But y'all, like I said earlier, they got that applesauce still out. They putting out there to kids, and like I said, somebody intentionally is trying to hurt the kids with the applesauce. Somebody putting a lid in there. They saying intentionally. So, quit giving it to your kids. I know I've been reported on this a couple of weeks from now. I would say 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they are still giving their kids this applesauce. So stop giving your kids that applesauce. It's no good. Again, it's no good. Stop giving it to them. Don't give it to them. Leave it alone. Step away from it. You're making your kids sick, and you don't want to hurt your kids. It's just somebody's intentionally putting high level off on that. So, y'all can't say I warned you. This is I think my third time warning everybody about that applesauce. Those are your babies. You got to protect your babies, right? You carry your kids after all these 9 months and went through all kind of stuff, through pregnancy life with them, pregnancy life with life, and yeah. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta stay on top. I always hit those recall lists. Keep your eye on the recall lists. See what's going on. See what you got that you bought. See what's on recall before you go purchase it. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends about it. Tell your loved ones about it. They can tell their friends. So the word can get out there. Don't purchase it. And they ain't got no sign in the store saying this is a recall on this is a recall on that. They ain't got them labels in the store on the windows when you first come in. Oh, they do. I ain't never seen it. Have y'all seen it? I know y'all ain't seen it because I ain't seen it. So yeah, y'all check that out. Keep your eyes open on what you be eating and what you purchase. I ain't saying don't purchase it. I'm just saying check the recall list before you do purchase it. You know, see if it's on recall list. You know, like I just said, they ain't got no. I don't think they have to put it in the windows, you know, and tell you. But it's on, you know, but they do have it on the list and on the new. I mean, in your Google, you can Google it, you know, and see what it is, you know. And something you might already be on purchase, you know what I'm saying? You might go in there and get rid of it because you know, oh, I bought that last week, a couple of weeks ago. Let me go in there and look and see if this is what it is I've heard. You know, if it is, get rid of it. You know? And I don't know how you can take it back or how it's taken back to the store or how you can take things like that back to the store, but, you know, just get rid of it. It just be, like I said, take an L for it. As I said, the L, take an L for it. But y'all know that I am doing donations for the unfortunate, which is the homeless people. I am taking donations for chili and cornbread and bowls and spoons. If you want to Walmart that to me, the curbside, you can Walmart that to me at 9301 Forest Lane, Dallas, Texas 75243. And you can inbox me at Vino Entertainment TV at gmail.com and let me know the confirmation number and everything. I can go pick it up at what time, you know, that you put on there, you know, there'd be a reasonable time, you know, afternoon time, something like that. Or you just want to cash out $6 be fine as well. To capitalize V as in Victor, and that's Vino Entertainment TV to cash app. And they'll be very much grateful and thankful as well. I'm going to be out there in the streets, feeding the unfortunate, you know, interacting with them, you know what I'm saying? Cutting up, laughing, talking, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never meet a stranger. Never. I never meet a stranger. Never. I'm not. Never at all. So, like I said, y'all start spending all your coins up. Be mindful with your money. Be mindful with your money when you're spending your money now. Did y'all notice how many people did not spend a lot of money doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday? A lot of people didn't spend their money. They say, hey, their money in their pocket, baby. They wasn't getting broke. No, sir. They wasn't getting broke at all. Sure wouldn't. They had their money in their pocket. And then it really wasn't no sales. And I hadn't even seen no good Christmas sales. Christmas sales are like trash this year to me. I mean, I don't see no good jewelry sale. You know, I ain't seen no good sale at my good old great store at Macy's. I was just disappointed in Macy's. I've been looking. The only thing I seen I wanted was an air fryer. And notice I said, I want it. Not nobody else. I said me. That I want it. But other than that, I didn't see nothing in the store at Macy's really. You know, I wanted to buy my child. You know, and I didn't really see nothing at Walmart that I really wanted. And I didn't see nothing really just on sale. I'm looking for more like sales. You know, I try and find some good sales, some good deals. So I really didn't see nothing really too much there. You know, I need me a new tablet. My tablet went out. I found me a tablet. Notice everything is for me. I found me a tablet, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Notice everything is for me. Most definitely.
They don't explain this to you when you're in high school. Your mom will be your best friend and your worst nightmare. She'll be both. But if you don't have both, you don't have the mom you need. You You don't have the mom you want. You want the mom that's your biggest nightmare. You want the mom that's not going to let you quit. You want the mom that annoys you. You want the mom that bothers you. You want the mom that's on your case, right? You want that mom. You need that mom at this point in your life. And during the beginning of your life, when you start to doubt yourself, when you start to question yourself, and you start to make choices that aren't right, and your mom has to step in, you might think she's your biggest nightmare. But as life goes on and you start to figure out who you are and you start to overcome obstacles and get to places you never thought you would get, you start to realize that nightmare was actually your best friend. Your mom was your best friend and your worst nightmare at the same time. But when it's all over and you look back at your life and you start to realize you never would have made it, you never would have got there if you didn't have both. You needed both. Your mom had to be both. Your mom had to take that risk and become both. And that's why she's your greatest gift.
Bam, just like that. So your mama always be your best friend, always. TT, yes, TT, they are poisoning those babies. They are poisoning those babies. They sure is, and it's sad. Intentionally, who would be so mean to try to hurt some babies? Some small babies. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing but me being mean, hateful. But they think they getting away with some. They think they being slick. But they ain't being slick. They ain't being slick at all, TT. Thank you, TT. Thank you. And y'all make sure y'all check out just me TT on her channel, y'all. She gonna be coming back pretty soon, doing some reactions and everything, and starting out for the first of the year, starting out new, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Gonna come back with a bang and a boom and a pew pew pew. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check her out though. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all like, subscribe over there. Some of her videos that she already got up. She got some videos already up and everything with that was some pretty nice videos over there. Some good videos over there. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. And y'all check out Now My Watch and Watch Tribe as well. And y'all check out Big O. Y'all see Big O around the streets out there. Y'all holler at Big O. That's a nice young man over there. Y'all hear me? Big O, he's a nice, admirable young man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good young man. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all make sure y'all keep y'all heads up out there and take care of everything. And like I said, I'm supposed to be out in the streets doing the donations on doing the chili on the 24th. That's if it's not raining. If it's raining, I'm gonna have to go a day that's not doing any raining. But they say it's supposed to rain. And baby, like I said yesterday, I'm like sugar, sugar milk. So I can't be out there that rain. I'm gonna be out there in that rain. I already Big O. I know you are. That's right. He said, yes, I am. I know. That's right, my brother. I know. I know that's right. Yesterday, we had a talk yesterday with Toya on her sobriety. She got her 3 coins, and she went on her other chips. I'm sorry, chips. Her other chips and everything. So, we're still gonna keep on pushing her, on her sobriety and her good deeds that she's doing, her classes that she's taking, and she's come to the fact that she can say that she is an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? She can say that now. And she can say it proudly, you know what I'm saying? And her face is so fat. Toya's face and got fat, and her whole tone, her voice is totally different, and she said just totally different. Period. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to go back to where your roots and what you've been known to do, and that's pray too. You know what I'm talking about? Pray is the same thing as well, that you put things in action. And they come together and perform together and do what? You come out, you've been concurred a lot of good things. You see what I'm saying? I know that much. Yeah, I definitely know that much. You see. So yeah, I make sure y'all keep some prayers up for her, that she keep on pushing, that she that she don't have no downfall. You know what I'm saying? She keep strong, keep going her motivation, keep on doing what she's supposed to do. But anyway, on that note, y'all, Y'all go ahead and send them donations in. I would highly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna go on the 24th if it's not raining. So I'm gonna do that. If it's raining, I'm gonna go a day that's not raining and take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? I'll put something warm in their body, you know, as well, and show them a little love as well. You know what I'm saying? And as I always, happy holidays. And as I always say, how the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? Peace.